It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Time to determine who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. The Conference Championship is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Throwing on their first play. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They get 13 on the pickup. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go.
Here's Hall once more. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
That's caught. It's Breece Hall. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Alex Singleton makes the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd down give to Hall. And we just saw this movie. They stopped him again at the line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll run for it with Hall. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Tight end going in motion here.
18 Rattler, go!
They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Play action with Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Denver first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. running for the first time with Andric Estime. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. But, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here following the penalty. And he stopped after getting this down inside the 35. Looks like to the 33. Working quickly here. Another carry for him. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Bertolet able to knock it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a first down. So we're through one here in the AFC title game. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Here we go, son.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. This is on target to Xavier Gibson. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
Another throw for Fields. That one's complete over the middle. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. That's complete to Wilson. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, and get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, son.
A pistol snap, Fields. He's on the move. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hitch, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. Hall. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this first and goal.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Broncos are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Has him on the quick hitter. Big man showing up the up. He's finally caught, and he lost the football. Oh, no, it's out. And this is scooped up by the Jets. The Jets take their first time out. And they'll have two here in the first half.
I think the phrase, Kate, blood in the water, comes to mind in this spot. There was a chance to get aggressive and attack them being backed up close to the end zone. Can't imagine that decision paying off in a better fashion than that.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Here's 2nd and 11. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Here we go.
Throwing now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1.
Here we go. Good.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go now.
Shotgun snap to Nix. He rolls to his right. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow their lead just before halftime. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. And he sends the point after right through the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football is going to be spotted at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, Cam. Here we go.
Fields looking to throw. Buying some time right. Brought in right side. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go, son.
From the 38. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Fields throwing here. Headed out right. Deep sideline shot is caught, and he gets out to stop the clock. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off Brandon Jones. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, no surprises here. They decline the holding call and hang on to the interception. One last play before the break. A final throw before the break. He puts some air under a deep throw. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting in the wings for whoever can finish this game out as we're back underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Panther 11, go.
Now a handoff for Estime. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Here's Nix to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's 2nd and long.
Go.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Quincy Williams making the tackle. Here he is on 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Here we go, set.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that hits and heads out beyond the 45, but short of the 40. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. That holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Here's Fields to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they get to him and touch him down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He's got it over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Brought in close to the 8. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets start the 2nd half with some needed points. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Estime up the middle.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for Nix. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can't find the lane before being wrapped up at the line. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. 1st down, ball at the 36.
You got a mini back. Here we go.
A pistol snap, Fields. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Fields. Chased out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
So the Jets are going to try a field goal on 4th down, and Greg Zuerlein headed out. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Fastest kick is good. And that will tie things up in the third.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. Dumped off to his running back. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45.
Come on, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And
there he goes on the right side. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos take a lead just before the end of the third. Watts there to tack on the extra point. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Fields out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. They get 22 on that one. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only one frame remains before we see who's going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. It's Jets football, and they trail. Their playoffs hanging in the balance. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
Now it's Fields. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Here we go,
From the 44 here on 2nd down. Able to hit home, complete. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Here we go.
Fields on 1st down. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Fields. Rolling left, buying some time. That's complete to Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now a pause. Looks like somebody was banged up on that play, and that's Garrett Wilson being examined out there, hopefully for nothing serious. They'll run here. It's Hall. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal.
Here we go, son. Hey, Ken. All right.
Another throw for Fields. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Jets now trailed by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Tight. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Here's Nix. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Nix. Now it'll be caught by Troy Franklin. He finds space, middle of the field. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal. They're going to try with the wideout. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Broncos break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Fields to throw it. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did. And, of course, is the throwaway.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Throw reeled in by Allen. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like. about that amazing play.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down. Back to throw. Here's Fields. He has room past the 25. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Hall running between the tackles. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. To give on 2nd to Hall. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Jets cut it to a point late in this one. Breece Hall with the touchdown. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets bring it back to even. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. McLaughlin's got it. Complete. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. 5 DBs out there for the Jets. 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Mims with the grab. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
finds him beyond the marker. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
An entire game coming down to the leg of Will Lutz. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Doesn't look like it has the leg, and it falls well short of the posts. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So overtime in the playoffs, Brock, things work a little bit different, and we know that some folks have been confused by this. So both teams guaranteed 1 possession regardless of who wins the coin toss here. And if after those 2 drives we're still tied, then an entire season comes down to who can score first. A couple of evenly matched teams atop the AFC, but only one can represent this conference in the Super Bowl. Overtime is underway. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They start the drive with Hall. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways.
Angel. Here we go, son. Hey, Monday. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. He was looking Malachi Corley's way there. And now they face 2nd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here we go.
A pistol snap, Fields. Escapes out to the left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go.
Fields looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down.
Here we go, son.
They do snap it. Here's Fields. Completed over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They went for it and got the 4 yards they needed, and that keeps this drive alive. So remember, even if they reach pay dirt, other side still gets to answer in the playoffs. They're on the right track, but so plenty of work to go to put that touchdown up.
Seeing those chains move is so critical in that opening drive. It's kind of like getting a runner on base, Kate, in the top of the baseball inning. It just sets the table for more to come.
That's completed right side. Touchdown, New York! The Jets go up by 6. A big play at the biggest moment of their season, partner, and now they're a stop away from getting this postseason win.
They can all breathe a little bit easier after that. You cannot come off that field empty-handed to start overtime. And with the season coming down to the next series, all the momentum is on their sideline. The pressure squarely on their opponent.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. And this is taken in the end zone, but not returned, so they'll take it out to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Working quickly here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's into the hands of Franklin. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He had to pick up a 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, big interception here. Quincy Williams has it. And the Jets are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they'll raise that Lamar Hunt Trophy high as champions of the AFC. And that earns them 2 more weeks of football until they head to the Bayou and fight for a Super Bowl. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets, as we'll see you next time from Denver.